What is up, Internet? We have a very special little episode for you today. Come on in, as Papa Meat says. Welcome in, welcome to the channel. Come on in, sit down, make yourself comfortable. We are going to do today, we are doing the allegory of this video game right here. This video game right here is called Titan Quest. I have a lot of stuff I gotta sell. Okay, so Titan Quest came out, I don't know the exact year it came out, but this is a very underrated game.
Shadow of its former glory. We've fallen on hard times here. Still, perhaps I can help you.
And if you're familiar with our YouTube channel, we love talking about Allegory. We love talking about nerd stuff. We dive deep into the nerd stuff. Let me just sell all this stuff out of my inventory, clear it out. I didn't know I had any of this. We love talking about Allegory, especially things we love. Like I used to play this video game when I was growing up. We used to have a LAN center called Land Lizards here in Mishawaka. We're not in Mishawaka right now, but in northern Indiana, Mishawaka, we had a place called Land Lizards. They had T1 internet, and back then that was absolutely unheard of. I still, I don't know anybody who has T1 internet. Is it still available? Is it, has it been deprecated? Is fiber optic taken over? Anyways, so we're going to get to the allegory of Titan Quest, but before I get into the allegory of Titan Quest, we're going to talk a little bit about, let me make sure I'm going the right direction here. We're going to talk about, I am going the right direction. So, Titan Quest, travel through ancient Greece, Egypt, and China on a quest to kill, I guess you could say kill, on a quest to kill the Titans. Sorry, I had to stop, get my notebook here. On a quest to kill the Titans after they escaped from their ancient prison. Awesome story, awesome storyline. The guy who wrote this game, his name's Randall Wallace. He's a big, oh dude. Okay, so I'm playing on. By the way, I'm playing on PS4. Sometimes you get stuck, like if there's too much items on the ground, it'll kind of glitch out, and the game won't let you move until you pick up the item. Kind of frustrating sometimes, but yeah, we are on PS4. So the guy who wrote this game, his name's Randall Wallace. He's a big figure in Hollywood, in the land of Hollywood, the Holy Wood. He attended Duke University, and on Wikipedia it says Duke University is a private research university. I thought that was really weird. Sketched me out. Private research university. I've never heard that term before until I started doing research for this. But I'm also, like I've said before on this channel, we don't have a whole lot of resources here. You know, if you follow us on Matt Bennett's podcast, Crazy Life Stories, tune into Crazy Life Stories. We post a new episode every Sunday, Monday. We love Matt Bennett. He's coming here in town, but I'll get into that later. Yeah, private research university. This place is housed. Duke University is housed. Oh, I checked my map again. I'm multitasking here. Duke University has housed people like Apple CEO Tim Cook, Melinda Gates, the wife of the very awesome gentleman, the gentleman Bill Gates. You know, we all know if you're into the freedom community, if you do research. You know how nice Bill Gates is. Very stand-up gentleman. Very nice, moral guy. You know. So Duke University's had a lot of great people. Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon attended Duke University. Oh, I lost the spot. There's a billionaire, owner of Hyatt Hotels and TransUnion, 43rd governor of Illinois. What's that guy's name? J.B. Pritzker, 43rd governor of Illinois. J.B. Pritzker attended this university. I don't know what's going on right here. She's blasting me with her clouds. The witch, burn her! Burn her! She's blasting me with her clouds. Had to take her out. Alright, so, yep, cross the bridge. Okay, and also another crazy person who attended this university is Jerry Seinfeld, of all people. Why would Jerry Seinfeld, a stand-up comedian, attend a private research university? Kind of makes you wonder, you know, what are they up to? What's Jerry Seinfeld up to? You know, if you listen to awesome podcasts, like if you listen to Wake the Dead podcast, I was listening to them just before I started recording, actually. Get my head on straight. You know, he pointed out on Wake the Dead podcast, they pointed out that Seinfeld is kind of a TV show Satanist. You know, he for just one example, he steals the bread. He steals the bread of an old retired lady at the bread store. You know, there's a whole episode about how Jerry Seinfeld stole this loaf of bread. She's like, oh, the rye bread, right? Remember that episode, you guys? Y'all remember that episode? The rye bread. It was a rye bread. Or no, that was a Junior Man. So yeah, so basically, you know, a bunch of Satanists. That TV show is picking weirdo Satanists. Oh, damn! Got me right in the chest. There we go. It wasn't letting me use my skill for some reason. So, spoiler alerts for this game, I guess. I am at the end of the first act of this game, by the way. See, I'm stuck again. So weird. Sometimes you gotta put out a portal, get you unstuck on the console. Sometimes there's little bugs like that, but you gotta work through it. It's worth it. This game is absolutely worth it. You know, so back to, I was gonna have some green language about Illinois, which we've talked about in Crazy Life Stories. So the word, you know, think about it, the word Illinois is ill in noise. So it's like sick in noise pollution. You know, break the word down. Some green language. Oh, I just picked up an awesome bow. Let me look at that. Whoa, damn. Oh, crap. I might have to switch this out. +1 to all skills and hunting mastery? Yeah, that, Oh, this thing destroys. Yeah. See, I've already gotten through the first act, and like I shouldn't even be here. Referencing Clerks, shouldn't even be here. But I went back to do the Allegory because I'm doing the Allegory of the Bull. But we'll get to that. So Illinois is the Windy City. You know, they call Illinois the Windy City because all the politicians up in the Windy City, they're all spitting that BS, you know what I'm saying? All the politicians are spitting in the wind, you could say. That's why it's the Windy City. Good friend of ours of Eagle Eye Visions, Jason Kilgore, pointed that out. I was like, oh, I never thought about that. The Windy City. Because we go to, if you follow Eagle Eye Visions on Facebook, we take pictures of Chicago every now and again. Chi-Town, Chi-Rat. We take the South Shore train up there, it's fun. When was the last time we went there? For Chicago? We went for our birthday? No, we went for the hotel. For Matt Bennett. Yeah, that was the last time we went there. Yeah, we need to go back. We need to go back to Chicago. It is hot in here, by the way, internet. I hope you're in a comfortable setting, because I am not in a comfortable setting at all. We need some AC. So yeah, Windy City. And Randall Wallace was also, he did a little cameo in one of my favorite TV shows called Entourage. Great TV show. So yeah, I finished the first act. I should not be here, and I found a bow that's better than any of my bows that are in my inventory at the caravan, you know, because you get to store your, there's a caravan in towns where you get to store your extra items. For some reason my caravan's full because I have this sick idea in my head that one day I'll get to play this game with people. But I don't have any friends. I don't have anybody to play with. But it's all good. What was I talking about? Yeah, so it's always good. It's always good to go back, even if you already got through the area. I just found an awesome bow. Like, killing. I'm absolutely destroying all these creatures. Like, I'm way too strong to be here. But I had to go back for the Allegory. And I don't know, if you like debauchery, definitely check out Entourage. People say it's sexist, but I don't know. I mean, it is there are sexist parts, but I think it's all in good fun. I don't think it's like the creators of Entourage, none of those guys are sexist. So whenever I hear the character of Ari like making fun of women, I don't find it sexist. It's humorous.
Your inventory is full.
That's what I love about, you know, we love Mel Brooks over here at Beagle Eye Vision. If you haven't seen any Mel Brooks films, you gotta watch that. Actually, it's spooky season. There's a Mel Brooks, what is it, House of Frankenstein? No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Jasmine, spooky season. We gotta watch that Mel Brooks movie. Frankenstein. We have it. DVD. It's on the DVD rack back there somewhere. But yeah, check out Entourage. Check out Mel Brooks. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty scatterbrained. If you can't tell. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. I gotta cross this bridge. Yeah, so I'm scatterbrained. Let me run through the skills, because I know. So there's a YouTuber. He's like the head honcho of Titan Quest. So if you're looking for tutorials on Titan Quest, you are at the wrong channel. You need to go to the YouTube channel called The Line of Epic Heroes. That guy that guy does great Titan Quest work. So I dumped all my points here in the hunting mastery. Basically on the channel Line of Epic Heroes, I took their advice. What is going on here? Why is it highlighted blue like that? I've never seen that. So I took his advice. I pumped all the points into mastery. You know, I love bows and arrows and like being a stealthy guy, part of nature. I really like this healing skill right here, Herbal Remedy. That skill is awesome. So I pumped all of my skill points into basically all the ones that he said that you should pump all your skill points into. So I got marksmanship. He said pump them all into marksmanship. Herbal Remedy, I believe. Wood Lore, he said do those. But I also got this ensnare right here because I love Mortal Kombat. And this ensnare, when you throw it, if you ever played the character of Cyrax, the robot, he's a total BA. I love Cyrax, so that's why I got that. This snare is pretty cool. It's a pretty awesome skill. It just throws like a kind of a net and traps it. It reminds me of the nanobot technology that Cyrax uses. And then I'm still pumping a bunch of points into the Rogue Mastery. But I love V for Vendetta too, so I got the throwing knife skill, and then I'm definitely gonna get this flurry of knives added to that. So I don't know where I'm going from there. That's my sort of build. And then I think it was, I believe, the same YouTube channel. He was like, you need to dump all your points into dexterity. I can't highlight it right now, but dump all your points into dexterity and health, I believe. Dexterity and health. So I've been, you know, my dex is at 289, so that's where I've been putting a lot of points into. Oh shoot! So now we're really getting to the allegory here. So this is a foreshadowing of what we're about to get into. Whoa, too much. This is a foreshadowing. Look at this. I love the art of this game. The art of this game is awesome. Yeah. So yeah, Randall Wallace. That's foreshadowing of the allegory we're gonna get into. So back to Wikipedia. The team who made this game wanted to make the environments and towns feel as realistic as possible, and they dedicated a lot of time and research into the ancient cultures, into Greece, into Athens, you know. And when you play this game, you really can tell. It's fun. You could tell how much time they spent into this.
Your inventory is full.
Oh, I hate when that happens. Oh, and there's another chill wind. I'm gonna have to go to the merchant. I don't want to. Yeah, so you can tell they spent a lot of time and research into this. So shout out to Randall Wallace and the guys who created this game. The enemies become addicting after once you find your groove and you start finding the skills you want to start building into. You know, the type of character you want to build. Jasmine's character has like, her character is all about nature, and she uses like the laws of nature to heal herself up and stuff. Kind of like the skill I have. She has a little pet wolf, if I remember. That wolf is awesome. She's got a little pet wolf that follows her around. You can get pets, you know. It's really cool. And this is obviously, you know, people on the internet. I know how the internet is. People say it's a Diablo clone. Right. They just ripped off Diablo, but I think this game has an immense more amount of character than what Diablo has. They put a lot more time into the story, and especially with all the research too. When you play this game, you really can tell. I mean, look at this town. Awesome. I'm looking for is there a caravan guy around here? I gotta put this bow away. I'm gonna hang on to that bow, cause I really liked it. I guess there's no caravan. I'm gonna keep on grinding. Okay. But yeah, the enemies, it becomes addicting after once you find your groove, start finding skills you like. The soundtrack adds a very serene feeling. Like I saw on the internet, on the comments in this dude's YouTube channel, somebody was saying like, oh, I just listened to a podcast on ancient Greece history. And that's what you gotta do. It's fun, and it's relaxing. Like I like listening to CubbyWhole podcast. CubbyWhole podcast gets into just Allegory, green language, just like we're gonna get into today. We've already got into some green language. You know, CubbyWhole breaks that. They do a way better job. CubbyWhole and Wake the Dead podcast do a much better job breaking down the words, the green language, the etymology, the study of the words. You know, they do a much better job. So I recommend going over to their channels. Yeah, I always got a kick of listening to CubbyWhole. Roaming through all these lands, listening to CubbyWhole podcast. It's fun. It's fun. You feel like a total BA, especially when you can see your character get stronger and stronger.
Something else?
Oh, and I got another bow. That thing is sick too. Chill wind. See, like I literally should not even be in this area, and I'm finding bows that are stronger than what I have. That's nuts. That's nuts. You never know what you get. That's what the drops in this game when you kill an enemy, the loot you get is totally random, and I love that. Another thing about Diablo is when you find an item. I know this isn't Diablo 2. That's the one I played the most. Oh. But I know in Diablo 2 when you find a new item you have to use a scroll. You know, when scrolls cost money in Diablo 2, it's just like, it's just an unnecessary step. You have to identify the, you have to identify the item, right? It's really weird. I never liked that. And then I think in Diablo 2 you also have to repair. You have to repair your weapons after a while. Your weapons will break. I never liked that either. Like I like a sense of realism in a video game, but for a game like this, I don't want to keep going back to town and repairing. You know, like, oh, I gotta repair my weapon. Oh, I don't remember where I'm going. Yeah, the soundtrack. I mean, listen to this music right now. So cool. I I really like listening to the Cannibal one too. Let's get some heavy death metal in the background. Listen to some Ocean Metal or some Knock Loose. Put some Black Sabbath on. Awesome. Awesome. This is a great game. Oh yeah, and the whole reason why I'm doing this is because they announced the sequel, right? Forgot. It's chaos over here at Beagle Eye Vision, so it's been crazy. I'm trying to record this Allegory all day. Get distracted. Beagles want to bark at the neighbor's dogs. Neighbor's dogs want to bark at the beagles over here. It's just total chaos. Total chaos. So I showed you guys the statue already. So a notable enemy of this game is the Minotaur Lord. His name... See? Oh, it's glitching again. Oh, sweet, it let me go. Yeah, so a notable enemy of this game is called the Minotaur Lord. And he resides at the end of the Minoan Labyrinth. Which, Labyrinth, that by itself, study this type of information. You know all about the Labyrinth. Show these guys this back in my notebook. Ooh, yes. I want them mechanical parts. I need them. Need those. Give me them runes, man. Take all them runes. So a notable enemy is the Minotaur. He's at the end of the Minoan Labyrinth. Let me find some more enemies. Skeletons don't stand a chance. Yeah, so it's obviously it's healthy to say that the Minotaur in this game was inspired by Greek mythology. You know, the mythical creature, head and the tail of a bull with the body of a man. You know, the classic. Everybody knows it. He's kept in a labyrinth, feeding on human flesh. The creature eventually is killed by the Athenian hero Theseus, right? We've all heard this story. I know in public education, they taught us a story about the Odyssey and got into that type of stuff. We didn't really get into the mythology of it all, but you know, it's interesting. It's cool. It's cool to be able to play this game and to, like, you know, build your way up and attack these creatures. I mean, before you even get to this area that I'm at right now, you can fight Medusa. And, like, Medusa is a fascinating creature to me. I don't know why. Or cryptid creature, whatever you want to call it. However you want to call it. There's a lot of good history here. Like I said, when you play the game, you know, you can tell how much time was put into it. And I'm coming up on the minute. I'll be hitting this labyrinth. And it's spooky season. I should be reading. I don't know if I said that already. Should be reading for the next book review. The next book review is called The Unveiling by David Gilmour. But it is spooky season, and I wanted to get this off my chest. You know, the allegory of this. So, from there we can... What is that? I don't need any of that stuff. From there we go into... we can relate that to the allegory of The Shining. We can tie that in. You know, because Stanley Kubrick was always fascinated with this story. He was always fascinated with the Minotaur. And again, it's just an allegorical story that maybe he related to it somehow. He was fascinated by it. So he used the very same myth. He used this very same story of the Minotaur in his movie The Shining. You know, where Jack Torrance... Oh, did I kill that guy? Yep. See, sometimes you get... I know on PC you can hide the... You can filter the items that show up. And you can do that here on PS4 too, but I like seeing what's dropping. You know, like if I could have filtered all the items for this video just to make it a little bit easier, but I got some gold, right? You know, look at these. I found a sick bow. So you never know what you can find. I really like how they do The court of the king Minos. Oh, we're here. We've made it. See, there's a statue. Look at this. I mean, look at the art on this game. That's why I love video games. Video games, I mean, a good video game is a combination of good art, good sound, you know, good music. Music is another form of art. I feel like people sleep on that. People take advantage of video games. You know, they look at a video game like Fortnite. Looks like they, you know, they spend an hour making that video game and then they charge people money just for all the skins and stuff. You know what I mean? That's what people think of when they think of video games. It's like, no, video games are awesome, dude. The guy, the Mario guy, he just retired, dude. He's awesome. He deserves it. He should retire. The OG Mario voice. Chris Pratt did the voice on the movie. Yeah, he deserves it. He put a lot of work in. I bet most people look at his career and say, oh, he just did the voice of a video game character. How much work could it have been? You know, people think about that in music too. People look at bands. You know, oh, I want to join a band. Once they find out how much work goes into it, they usually end up quitting. I've seen it happen so many times. But enough about that. We're supposed to be talking about the bull here. We're supposed to talk about Stanley Kubrick. I really shouldn't even be killing these guys. I should be heading straight to the Minotaur. Yeah, so anyways, so yeah, The Shining is, oh, I'm walking into the wall because I'm looking at notes. The Shining is, Jack Torrance is the bull. He's the bull. Jack Torrance in The Shining is the bull feeding on his family. You know, and the Overlook, right? If you look at it this way, the Overlook is his labyrinth. You know, if you're familiar with the story. The Overlook is his labyrinth. You know, they go way out of the way. He tells his family he needs the isolation. Right? He's like, I need the isolation. Get some real work done. Like, you know, I mean, I understand where he's coming from. Like, I was trying to do this video all day. I had barking beagles and people are taking pills and driving vehicles and leaving the house and getting pulled over and blah blah. Just craziness. Just crazy. Just chaos. Chaos, manufactured suffering, like is what they talk about on CubbyWhole, Wake the Dead podcast, One Great Work Network. You know, we're always plugging those things, always plugging those websites, and I'm going the wrong way already. I'm trying to make this video kind of short and sweet, but if you're into the information, you know, you'll stay to it till the end. All right. So yeah, Jack Torrance is the bull. The Overlook Hotel is a macrocosm of Jack's degrading psyche. It's also a place where the dead feed off of the energy of the living. Dude, these Medusas get snared. Okay, back to what I was saying. Where the dead feed off of the energy of the living, or you could say they. Oh, let me make sure. Or you could say they feed off of the fear of the living. You know? And if you, during the scene when they're in the office, he's talking to the very Americana, JFK-looking character. You know, he's part of the cult, right? The cult of like. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. That's why, again, go listen to Wake the Dead podcast. Listen to Jay Dyer. I did a lot of, I watched Jay Dyer's video. Rob Ager, you know, Jay Dyer references Rob Ager as well. He does a lot. Rob Ager does a lot of good work. Jay Dyer does a lot of good work on these types of stuff. These types of information. I'm in the labyrinth right now, which is really cool. I hate them life eaters, man. So we learn in The Shining that it's a hotel where pretentious elites, you know, and usually the elites are PEDOs, You know, again, if you study this research, you're familiar with this. Or if you even saw what happened with Jeffrey, dare I say his last name, Jeffrey Pepschlein. Trying to keep the algorithms for my favor here. Schlepplein, like the guy who got busted at Subway. Yeah, yeah. A couple good old buddies. If Schlepplein never killed himself, you know, because he killed himself, right? I hope you can pick up on my internet sarcasm. I bet if he didn't kill himself, him and Jared from Subway, they'd be probably having a beer together. Jeffrey's on this good old island, you know. The island where the Clintons and all these elite people went to, basically, you know. If you pay attention, all you gotta do is spend time, pay attention, to see what Stanley Kubrick was trying to show us. He was elucidating. So, hotel, yeah, with pretentious elites, they would have exclusive parties. You know, they would, these elites, they'd have masked balls. Have a good old time. You know, and there's a lot of satanic imagery that Stanley Kubrick shows. If you pay attention. I hope I'm not wasting anybody's time. I really hope I'm going the right direction. This place really is a labyrinth. Like,
You can't carry anymore.
You can't carry anymore. Let me go to the shop. Let me go to the shop. Alright. Yeah, so the elites have these parties at, you know, the Overlook Hotel. The Overlook Hotel. Much like the film Eyes Wide Shut. Again, another Stanley Kubrick film. I would say, I firmly believe that movie is ultimately what got him killed.
Greetings, traveler.
You know, they took his life. That's what they do. You know, you speak out too much. You can have clues, you know, litter clues, because the elites don't seem intelligent. You know, half the time I bet they can't even pick up on the clues. and then other people on the internet started picking it up and breaking down his movies and talking about it, and people started getting in on the clues, and then he made Eyes Wide Shut, and they were like, whoa, there's too many clues. You're revealing all of our secrets. You're showing too much. Yeah, so if you're on console, you might... One thing that's kind of... It's a bit of a grind in this game. You gotta keep going to the merchants. Go back to the merchants and, like, sell your stuff, because your stuff gets filled up really quick. Because the creatures they just drop so much. They drop so much loot. Give me the loot! Give me the loot! You know. Oh yeah, so The Shining was elucidating to parties like the film Eyes Wide Shut, you know, those types of parties. If you haven't seen Eyes Wide Shut or The Shining, these are required films. I mean, you have to watch these movies. You have to understand the allegory. Watch these movies, study them, understand them, look at the symbols. I myself, I'm still learning constantly. I need to go back into Kubrick's earlier films. I haven't even seen Dr. Strangelove or Lolita or any of those. I got work to do, right? I haven't even seen, I saw 2001, but I saw it on my phone. So it's on Amazon Prime right now, so I'm gonna... Oh, we got a boss. Yeah, 2001's on Amazon Prime. Sit down and watch that on the big screen. Headphones. Get that good surround sound. Again, I've already spoiler alerts for Titan Quest and the back to line. Spoiler alerts because I'm about to go on my way to go kill this boss, but I'm still getting wrecked, dude. These guys are strong. Level 31, I'm still getting wrecked. It is so hot in here. Sorry to say that, dude. It's really hot. Yeah, so movies like those, you know, check out those movies. Fast forward to the Epstein Chronicles. That's what I wrote down in my notes. Fast forward to the Epstein Chronicles, where, you know, that's exactly what Stanley Kubrick was teaching us. I mean, seriously, literally, just look at it. Am I going the right way? Yeah. Yeah, so that's what he was trying to teach us. You know, and then, like I said, fast forward to the Epstein Chronicles, and then that just kind of solidifies it. Solidifies the allegory, you know, that's what gives us our what am I doing here? Oh, I was totally going the wrong way. That's what solidifies, that's what gives us our empirical evidence, you know. We could speculate all day. This music is so creepy. Alright, that's the dead end. Okay, I remember this. I ran through this labyrinth earlier so I could try to go through it really fast, but it is a labyrinth. There we go, there's some enemies. Just follow the enemies. I'll get the yeah, so to solidify our claims, again in The Shining, there is a scene with the Gemini twins, where the Gemini twins are standing directly in front of a poster that is depicting a bull, a Minotaur. You know, and the bull and the poster is standing directly over the twins. You know, it's really creepy. And it's just in the background. Most people don't pay attention to it. You know, it's just this poster in the background. And right on the left of the Minotaur poster is a Monarch poster for Monarch Program. Monarch Program is, I believe that was a CIA operation. Of course it was a CIA operation. Those guys, you know, those guys at the CIA are so nice. They care about us. They want to protect us. They tap into our conversations every day, so they can keep us safe, so we don't have to live in terror. Right? We don't have to live in terror. They keep us safe from the terrorists. That's what the Big 6 event is, right? Most people, you know what most people call it, the Big 9 event. I'm calling it the Big 6 because I'm flipping it upside down on its head like they do. You know, Satanists flip upside down, flip up everything upside down on its head. That's what they do. So anyways, back to the bowl, back to the allegory. That scene with the bull and the poster and the Monarch poster and blah blah blah, that reminds me of the bullion bowl. The bowl they have at Wall Street. You know, they have the bronze bowl. What is it called? What do they call it? In the financial district of Manhattan. That's the statue of the bull they call it. The bullion. Forget the name. The one eye, the cult of Bill. You know, that's what it is. The cult of Bill, the cult of Be Ill, the Mon eye, right? Money. If you break down the word money, it's one eye. Mon. Mon means one. Eye is, well, everybody knows what eye is since we have it. You know, like monotheism. If you're a monotheistic brainwashed person, then you only have one God. Right? Put it in there. Put it in the allegory. Like Mark Passio says. Sub in the allegory. Swap the word. Put it in there. Yeah. And again, like I said earlier, we've talked about this. We've talked about this in Crazy Life Stories. you know, CubbyWhole podcast, or I'm not on CubbyWhole podcast, but they have talked about it on CubbyWhole podcast. They've talked about it on Wake the Dead podcast, Black Pill Digest. One Great Word Network. We'll talk about this. You know, if this is your first time hearing any of this content like this, check out these other podcasts. See, I get wrecked over here. I'm still getting wrecked. I'm about to beat the game once I do this allegorical video. All I have to do is I'll show y'all. Show you guys these creatures out of here. Is this a dead end right here? Oh, this labyrinth drives me nuts. I don't know. It really is a labyrinth. Alright. Yep, so I got this. This is why I got the staff right here. The Scepter of Eternity. Scepter of Eternity. So I just have to take this Scepter, go to my... Is that an enemy over there? Oh, I'm dodging it. So, this is what I have to do. The Sickle of Kronos. The third Telkine is now in Babylon, searching for the Sickle of Kronos. I have to use this Scepter of Eternity that Imhotep forged from the Hand of Balance in the Eye of Chaos. Imhotep! Hey, that reminds me of another allegory, actually. Oh god, they're hitting me now. Reminds me of another allegory. The allegory of the movie The Mummy. You know? Those movies did really good. And then I think Hollywood was like, oh, there's allegory in these movies. People can watch these mummy movies and kind of, I'm going the wrong way. People can watch these mummy movies and, you know, put the clues together and they can start learning from them. And they don't want that, right? They don't want us learning. They want us playing video games and, you know, getting drunk. They want us to get drunk on GTA 5. That's what they really want us to do. I hope I'm going the right way. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I'm going the right way. See, here's some more. The Minotaurs. Groundbreakers. And they have, look at what they're carrying. They're carrying the double axe. Right? There's more allegory in that. But I'm not going to describe it to you here on this channel because they've already done it on CubbyWhole Podcast. Go watch the CubbyWhole Podcast. What are you doing? You shouldn't even be watching this video. You should be going to watch CubbyWhole. They break it down way better than I do. Alright, we're almost there. We're almost there, people. Hang in there. We're almost to the Minotaur. We're getting there. Let's talk about this. Another good movie to mention is the movie Labyrinth. It's called Labyrinth. I'm gonna take a drink here. Excuse me. Oh, yeah. The movie Labyrinth with David Bowie. I used to play Counter-Strike at the same LAN center, actually, where the first time I played this game. The same exact LAN center I started playing Counter-Strike Source, and there was one of the guys, his gamer name in Counter-Strike. We were in a clan called the Wicked Clown Killers, WCK. Or I was never in that clan. I was in the 7-Eleven clan because Slurpees and Nachos. Am I right? I ain't killing no clowns. Unless you're body count. Body count kills clowns. If you catch my drift, you know what I'm saying. If you follow the channel, if you follow the channel, you know exactly what I'm saying. Those are the only clowns I know. But yeah, there was a character on Counter-Strike. His name was David Bowie Eats Babies. So you would see the clan name in parentheses WCK David Bowie Eats Babies. And the first time I saw the Labyrinth, I was like 19 or 20, and I'm like, David Bowie really be eating babies. That is a fact. I mean, David Bowie's out here. He's out here eating babies. Gosh, this Labyrinth has got me all sorts of muffed up. I'm just gonna keep following the enemies, and I will get to the Minotaur. Yeah, that movie's amazing. And again, just like The Shining, the movie The Labyrinth depicts a maze, right? Is David Bowie the Minotaur? Is that what that movie is elucidating to? Is David Bowie the man himself, the Minotaur himself? You know? Again, we could speculate all day. I'll leave that for you to decide. Personally, I think, yeah, Mofo's around here eating babies. He's like, I'll take your little brother. Have you ever seen the movie The Labyrinth? I'll take your little brother. You straighten up, lady. You know, more maze imagery. In Esoteric Hollywood, the chapter that is on the movie, Esoteric Hollywood 1, by the way, the first book that J. Dyer wrote, the chapter itself is called Labyrinth. The journey into Sarah's subconscious. You know, some good allegory, good stuff J. Dyer's working on, pointing it out to us. You know, points out that movie, just like a lot of Kubrick's, points out a lot of. There's a lot of Greek and Roman symbolism in the film Labyrinth. Just like this, you know, there's I mean, obviously Greek and Roman symbolism all over the place. This game is, it's all about Greeks, Romans. I can't wait to get the DLC. Like, I can't wait to beat the game, get the DLC. They got Atlantis. You can go to Atlantis and Ragnarok. Again, very deep history, rich history that they did a lot of work, did a lot of research. That's why I love this game. This game's awesome. Very underrated. Everybody's talking about Diablo. Hey, well, I'm sorry to bother you. What was the Diablo just came out? Is it Diablo 4? Yeah, everybody's talking about Diablo 4, man. I'm over here talking about Titan Quest, bro. And I'm sure there's some allegory in Diablo. You know, Diablo, word is Spanish for devil. You know, it's the hero's journey. That's why I love this game. This game is all about the hero's journey. You're starting from nothing, just a random character, starting out in the wild, helping people out. That's what it's about, right? That's what it's about, helping people out. Speaking of helping people out, we'll have a hot sauce review video coming up. Once our homie Joe, we sent some money to our homie Joe, and he's gonna send us a couple bottles of hot sauce. We're gonna do a review of the hot sauce. I'm looking forward to that. Please stay tuned. Like the Lillingtons say, please stay tuned. Stay tuned on the channel. I think I'm coming up to the Minotaur. I'm like almost knocking on his door here. Coming up close. Oh, here's a rat boss. Let me go take care of this rat boss. Bro, like, you got nothing on me, son. Throw this dagger at you. You got nothing on me, bro. I'm coming to kill this Minotaur, man. Talking about some nerd
Your
stuff.
inventory is full.
Oh, damn it. Alright, let's see where we're at. Oh, yeah, I'm right there. Pretty close getting there. Alright, we'll go to town and sell some stuff, I guess. Alright. Yeah, so, Greek and Roman symbolism. There's a scene very similar to Eyes Wide Shut in the movie Labyrinth, where Sarah goes to a masked ball. She goes to a masked party. Just like Eyes Wide Shut. Just like Eyes Wide Shut. You know?
Come in.
What's this mean? What's it mean? It means something. I'll tell you that much. Tell you that much means something. Yeah, she goes to a ball, masked party. People are wearing these masked. And again, that character in Labyrinth, she wants to be just like Cypher in the Matrix. What does she want to be? She wants to be an actor. She's like, I want to be famous, an actor. I want to do my makeup. I want everybody to watch me while I'm on stage. I want everybody to look at me. It's princess programming, is what it is. You know, like what Mark Passio talks about. It's princess programming. It's exactly what it is. She wants to be rich. And I believe she lost her mom in that. I haven't seen that movie in a while. She lost her mom, just like Kanye. All the people in a lot of the Hollywood people. They lose their parents for some reason. They're always losing their parents.
Come again.
You know, and I think I would say that's elucidating that Sarah is an SRA victim. You know, just like Elle in the TV show Stranger Things. They're both SRA victims. You know, the first season of Stranger Things. That's what the allegory of Stranger Things is great. That first season, a lot of good stuff. In there. Governmental conspiracies, getting into that realm. CIA conspiracies, people experimenting on humans, experimenting on children. They do that stuff, man. They're doing it. It's this. What are they trying to show us? You know, even if we lived in a society where that stuff wasn't going on, why would they put it in a movie? You know? Well, I guess if we lived in a society where that stuff wasn't going on, they wouldn't put it in a movie. They would, you know? If somebody made up something like that, it would be like, you're sick. What kind of a sick mind would come up with this stuff? I'm gonna make sure I'm going the right direction. Oh, yeah, alright. Yeah, what kind of sick mind comes up with this stuff? Sometimes it glitches. You get stuck on it. Wow. That's awesome. I just leveled up? What? Oh, that's awesome. I'm killing creatures I've already killed before. I really did not expect to level up. That's sick. Well, I'm going to do it now before I forget. Alright. I'll do 2 on here. I like finishing up. Like, if I'm going to do a mastery, I like to master the mastery before I start getting skills. You know, and then I'll go from there. Like, because I want to, like I said, I want to get these flurry of knives, and then I don't know where I'll go from there. I really like V for Vendetta, so I was like, ooh, start getting these knife skills. So this character that I'm building is just character of stuff I And to tie it back into The Shining, you know, Shining gets into SRA as well, but I'm not gonna go too far deep into it on this. Almost to the Minotaur's his crib. I'm about to be knocking on the Minotaur's door here any minute. Man, this place is so confusing. Alright, I think I'm going, yeah, I'm pretty close to the Minotaur's door. I'm gonna be there any minute. Yeah, so if you liking what you're hearing, check out CubbyWhole podcast, Wake the Dead podcast, J. Dyer, Esoteric Hollywood. Buy J. Dyer's books. Get them directly from his website. Don't do what I did. I got my book from Jeff Bezos, so I didn't get a signed copy of Esoteric Hollywood. So that's because, again, we don't have resources. We don't have a whole lot of resources. I just applied to get sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, but I don't think I have any subscribers, so they'll probably deny me. Another thing. Oh, I think the freaking dogs are bothering me. Probably have to go POTTY here soon. The DOGs have to go OUT. We got beagle responsibilities over here. Beagle admin. Another thing, well, once I group up, y'all. When they group up, I can snare them all into the same net, which is really cool about the skill. Yeah, so here's another thing. Like when you got... Oh, how do I do it? I don't know how to go from here. So like when you see a area of the map covered in black, like this blackness area, it's called the fog of war. If you ever played the video game, there's a video game called, well, a video game version of the board game called Risk. And well, sometimes there's countries where you can't see the area. They call it the fog of war. I don't know, I just like that. I like that. Like you got these undiscovered areas. You've never been there before. It's covered up by the fog of war. It's covered up by the fog of war. Of war. Random chests. I don't want any of that. I got plenty of loot. I'm trying to beat this Minotaur so I can get out of here. I don't know how long this video's been going on for. So back to the allegory. There's a legend, a good man named Carl Jung. He says that the labyrinth. I'm gonna finish my notes off here before I go look him at the door. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, look at this symbolism. It's just good stuff. You got the Ouroboros in there, right? With the all-seeing eye, the rays of enlightenment, true enlightenment coming out of the logo. You know, look at it. Look at that, dude. This game is awesome. Very underrated. Very underrated. And the whole reason why I did this, because Titan Quest 2 is coming. But I'll get to that. Carl Jung said a labyrinth is a study of the individual psyche for a... Yeah, labyrinth is a study of the individual psyche. Carl Jung is great mind. And for more modern film, Dyer references Christopher Nolan's Inception, where Cobb goes deeper and deeper into his subconscious psyche. You could even look at it as his traumas. You know, is he dealing with his traumas? Is he doing the shadow work? Is Cobb doing the shadow work, or is he getting lost in his unconscious desires? You know, these are questions we got to ask ourselves. Are you dealing with your traumas? Are you doing the shadow work, or are you getting lost into your unconscious desires? You know, which one are you tapping into? What frequency are you tapping into? So here we are. I'm gonna take care of these bolt traps over here before I start. Here we are. We're gonna fight the Minotaur. So I hope you made it all the way. He's a strong. Look at dude. If you enjoyed this content, Seed 5 Conference. One other reason why I wanted to do this is Seed 5 Conference is this weekend. This weekend, September 23rd, September 24th. There's going to be a lot of great speakers. Mark Passio, Brandon Spencer. Oh, I made light work of this guy. Oh, yeah, I made some light work of him. I defeated Jack Torrance in The Shining. That's why I love this game. It's all about the hero's journey. Oh, another movie I didn't mention is King Arthur. You know, the allegory of King Arthur. They talk about that in the CubbyWhole podcast. Guy Ritchie made a King Arthur movie, and in my opinion, it's the best King Arthur movie that exists. I mean, it's so good. So that's the Minotaur. That's the allegory, and that's just the allegory of one boss. You know, I didn't even get into the allegory of Medusa, but like I said, I need to do more research. And then you go down here, and then the room of the conduit. This is where the Telkeen is. This is the first Telkeen you fight in this game. I'm not gonna fight him. Probably until that. Yeah, I'm not fighting you, bro. Watch this. Ooh, come alive. It's alive. And